I believed that our presence in Afghanistan should be focused on the reason we went in the first place, to ensure Afghanistan would not be used as a base from which to attack our homeland again. We did that. We accomplished that objective. I said, among with others, we'd follow Osama bin Laden to the gates of hell if need be. That's exactly what we did, and we got him. That was 10 years ago. Think about that. We delivered justice to bin Laden a decade ago, and we've stayed in Afghanistan for a decade since. Since then, our reasons for remaining in Afghanistan have become increasingly unclear, even as the terrorist threat that we went to fight evolved. With the terror threat now in many places, keeping thousands of troops grounded and concentrated in just one country at a cost of billions each year makes little sense to me and to our leaders. It's time for American troops to come home.
Minnesota authorities Wednesday arrested the police officer who fatally shot a black man during a scuffle that followed a routine traffic stop. Kim Potter was charged with second-degree manslaughter in the death of 20-year-old Dante Wright. Her arrest came a day after Potter, a 26-year veteran, resigned from the Brooklyn Center Police Force, as did the police chief. Dante Wright was fatally shot Sunday afternoon after being pulled over for what police said was an expired car registration. Authorities say the officers discovered there was a warrant out for his arrest. They say when Wright began to struggle, Potter accidentally drew her pistol instead of her taser. She can be heard on police video shouting, "I just shot him."
I just shot him.
A facility affiliated with the Israeli regime's Mossad spy agency had been attacked by unknown resistance forces in the north of the country, killing, Iraq's Sabarin News quoted sources late on Tuesday. The Iraqi media said the attack resulted in the death and injury of a number of Israeli forces, dealing a heavy blow to the regime and its spy agency, Press TV reported. The sources did not provide further details on the location of the attack and the extent of damage. However, Sabarin said, "Tomorrow, we'll share some pictures of the operation." Reacting to the incident, a high-ranking Iraqi military commander said in an interview with Russian TV network RT that they had not so far received any news about the attack.
And now to the latest news on the breaking news we're following off the coast of Louisiana. The Coast Guard is searching for a dozen people after a commercial boat capsized. 6 people have already been rescued.
They don't have a full account, Morgan. There's still 12 that are missing. The Coast Guard just held a press conference a couple minutes ago with an update. The challenging part of this is that we are now about 21 hours out from when this vessel went down. This was about a 159-foot vessel here. This is a commercial boat based out of Houston here. It departed the port of Fushan about 24 hours ago, and about 2 hours into its trip out to sea, about 8 hours or about 8 miles off the coast into the Gulf of Mexico. That is when the storm, up to 80 to 100 mile per hour winds, ultimately capsized this boat.
Mangled frames of desks and burnt pages of textbooks are all that's left of what was lost on Tuesday. A fire ravaged a school and a community. Strong winds carried flames from one straw classroom to another. It's not known where it started. Most older students were able to escape, but not the younger ones. The Prime Minister has promised a thorough investigation.
If the fire was criminal, then be assured we will find the perpetrators, and we will do everything to ensure they receive a maximum sentence, because this is not acceptable.
But parents, teachers, and their national teachers unions say authorities share in the blame. They say the government should ban the use of straw huts that are often used to extend over crowded school buildings.
Now, health authorities here in Germany are sounding the alarm about the growing number of COVID-19 cases. Today's figures show a huge increase in the 7-day average to more than 150 confirmed infections per 100,000 people. Hospitals have been pleading with the government to tighten restrictions. Doctors also point out that the average age of COVID-19 patients in intensive care units is getting younger.
21-year-old Mbali Sweleni took her 2-week-old infant to the Berners Samuel Hospital for the treatment of diarrhea. Sweleni says medical staff decided to insert a drip for the baby because she was dehydrated. A few days later, her daughter's hand started turning purple.
What happened is negligence. They don't pay attention because I cannot accept that an infant can pull out a drip. Something else happened, and that is what they are hiding.
Upon questioning nursing staff, she was repeatedly assured that the hand would return to normal. The baby's arm was amputated a few days later at Woodbank Hospital. Following pictures of the baby's infected arm going viral, Delmas community members marched to the Berners Samuel Hospital. Mpumalanga provincial authorities have admitted to a possible case of negligence.
World's biggest sporting event has already been delayed by a year. A top member of Japan's ruling party has now warned that the pandemic could force the Tokyo Olympics cancellation once again. The comments were reportedly made during a televised program by a senior Japanese ruling party official, Toshihiro Nikai, who said that, and I quote, "The Olympics could be cancelled without hesitation if they are no longer possible, as virus cases spike in the country," adding that if infections spread because of the Olympics, we don't know what the Olympics is for, unquote. Nikai, who is the Liberal Democratic Party's Secretary General and the second most powerful figure. The comments come after health experts have raised alarm at the infection spread and strain on the medical system.
Physicists are excited, and they say this could be a major breakthrough in our understanding of the universe. It all has to do with the behavior of subatomic particles called muons. Experiments at a lab near the U.S. city of Chicago have shown that muons move at a rate that's faster than expected, potentially unlocking the secrets of a previously undiscovered fifth force of nature.
This could be the door to a whole new world of physics. For years, researchers have been using this ring, made of superconducting magnets, to accelerate the tiniest building blocks of matter, called muons, until they're almost as fast as the speed of light. That's when they can observe how muons interact with other forces and particles. And the results show that muons actually behave completely different to how current theory says they should. Up until now, something called the Standard Model explained all subatomic particles and their characteristics, such as charge, mass, and lifespan. But scientists have observed that the behavior of these muons suggest particles and forces exist outside of this theory.